I've audited hundreds of Klaviyo accounts in the past year, and the amount of money left on the table is absolutely staggering. Most e-com stores are running weak, generic welcome flows that do nothing but just turn off new customers. But if you can get your welcome series correct, then you're going to run into an absolute goldmine. You see, we've crafted welcome series that have pumped millions into our clients' accounts, and today I'm going to show you exactly how you can go ahead and do the same. This video breaks down exactly how to create a welcome series that converts like crazy, and I'm going to be covering the exact topics that you're going to see right now. You're going to see my full 7 to 8 figure welcome series strategy, a full live welcome series breakdown for one of my clients, how to set up the welcome series in terms of the flow, triggers and technicalities, and what makes a good welcome series convert like crazy versus a bad welcome series. This is literally the same blueprint that took one of my clients to 245k in just 30 days. So without further ado, let's get into it. What actually creates a successful welcome series? Well, before we can see what a successful welcome series is, let's actually break down what a welcome series is even in the first place, right? So a welcome series is a series of automated emails that are sent to new customers or subscribers after they've joined your mailing list. Now, the purpose of a welcome series is to actually go ahead and build a positive relationship with the recipient, introduce the brand and showcase its products and services, okay? And here's obviously just a welcome series that I've done for one of my clients. So let's break down why most welcome series actually fail in the first place. Number one, a lack of emotional connection. Focusing solely on transactional messages like discounts really does of course fail to build lasting relationships. Number two, discount dependency. Over reliance on discounts trains customers to only buy during sales, hurting long-term margins. So you don't just want to always talk about the discount code required that's obviously going to be given once they've signed up for your welcome series. Number three, no clear storytelling. Missing opportunities to tell a compelling brand story fails to form bonds with customers. And number four, bad timing and frequency. So overwhelming or disengaging subscribers with poorly timed emails and frequency. I see this too often. Brands either sending emails too frequently once they've joined your welcome series, or they're just not sending them frequently enough. So we're going to get into that and find a middle ground sooner rather than later. But first, of course, let's just break down the elements of a good welcome flow. So storytelling is going to be the most important one. Number one narrative is just going ahead and actually getting customers connected to your brand story and emotionally tied in beyond just selling products. Second point I'd like to make is just product education. Not enough people go ahead and actually educate people on the benefits of their products and how it solves the problems for the customers. They automatically just think customers know the answers and benefits about your products, even if it is really obvious, but that's far from the truth. Number three, social proof. Show customers testimonials and reviews to build trust and credibility. If you have case studies or before and after showcasing how your product or service has changed a customer's life, we want to go ahead and showcase this, right? Lastly, clear call to actions, guiding customers towards specific actions in each email. So this isn't just talking about the call to action buttons itself, but the actual email angle and the objective of each email. So you want to have one clear objective for each email. You don't want to turn it into a leaflet like follow our podcast, or learn more about this product, or come to this collection. It's like, no, you literally just want to take them to one clear objective. Okay, now I have put a call to action here. If you want to go ahead and see my full framework beyond just my welcome series, we're going to go through that now, but you can see all my other flows that I usually set up for most of my clients. Go ahead, click the call to action button and you can go ahead and view that. For now though, we're just going to focus on the welcome series. So what would I suggest as a good baseline framework for your welcome series? Emails from 1 to 3. Email number 1, of course, is just a short introduction about the brand. Thanks for signing up, and provide the discount/incentive that you offered in your pop-up form. Okay. Email number 2, I would go ahead and do a founder story or a brand story, why we started our brand, our vision, the reason we actually started this in the first place, to really get people bought into your brand and emotionally connected to, of course, your company's values. Number 3, product benefits. Educate subscribers about product benefits and problem-solving features of these products. Number 4, what I would go ahead and do is do a USP. So, for example, what we like to do is a what makes us different, so us versus them. Using the law of comparison, showing how your solution is way better than other solutions in the market, works really, really well, as dictates why people should buy from you instead of your competitors. So they're not going to go looking anywhere else. Number 5, social proof. Build trust with customers with reviews, testimonials, and your other user-generated content. Again, just coming back to my point earlier, if you've got case studies on how you changed someone's life, go ahead and showcase that. Number 6, more of an establishing trust and authority-based email. So just doing education on either driving them to a blog or just general education, giving them tips inside of their niche. So it might not just be solely based on your products, but also how you can use a unified solution of your products and other tips to get them the best solution that they're looking for. Emails from 7 to 9. So number 7, I would go ahead, we're quite deep into the flow now, I would just go ahead and provide some bestsellers, showcase other products, or if you've only got one product, just show more reviews, because at this point people are probably just still not sure what to buy if they've just signed up for the welcome series offer. Just show them other products that people are buying. Number 8, a value packed email. So offering high value content such as breaking down industry myths. So I would go ahead and actually go ahead as deep as, here's the industry myths, but that's not actually true. Here's the stats and here's the science. And if you have any experts who can stand as an authoritative figure in your brand, go ahead and use their voice as well. So use some authority from an expert. Number 9, final reminder about the incentive that they of course signed up for the welcome series. Again, it's about to expire. Just have some layer of urgency. Cool. So that is the overarching strategy. What actually goes into a good welcome flow? So I'm going to go ahead and break down an in-depth welcome series that we done for one of our clients called Lumi Therapy. And in this entire dive, I'm just going to go through the 7 sort of crucial elements that I believe made this a really successful welcome series. So you can go ahead, see these easy to digest skimmable points. I'm not going to go through this. We're going to go in depth together and actually look at, of course, the different elements. So number 1, strong on brand visuals. Your welcome flow should immediately capture attention with high quality visuals that are aligned with your brand's identities. In this first email that we done for Lumi Therapy, we done some really bold imagery, made immersive imagery as well using their product. And we really did emphasize the cold water experience in an aspirational way. So the images reinforce the brand's promise and help the customers to visualize themselves using this as well. So bold ice themed visuals with a strong hero image of a man using the ice bath, supported by health and wellness icons that visually highlight the product's benefits such as better sleep and improved energy. We can already see, welcome to Lumi, bold text, have an image of somebody using that product, ready to dive in. So we're taking them deeper down that email, right? Of course, immediately we provided the code. This does actually help if you have the code near the top fold of the email. We also made sure to have get 15% off for all the call to action buttons. I usually see this to work a lot more effective than shop now, especially when there is a sale or coupon code within that email. Immediately as well, what I wanted to point out is this email is visually digestible. You can see the cold 15 code in the middle of the email. You already know there's an incentive here, and you can actually see somebody at the bottom using the product with the different icons for different benefits that we had around this person here. So I would always make sure that when it comes to benefits or stuff that you really want to stand out, make sure that you're capturing people's attention with imagery or bright, vibrant text. Okay, of course, within brands guidelines. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, storytelling that builds emotional connection. So one of the main reasons welcome series fail is that they don't connect with customers emotionally. So what we did here in email number 2 is we shared the founder's story and the journey of creating the world's first portable ice bath. So for context, Gavin, the founder of Lumi Therapy, he actually created the first ice bath. He patented this product and innovated it. So what we did was we took people on this journey and spoke from the voice of Gavin and showed people where it all began. There's actually an image here of the first ever ice bath that he created with just a barrel. I'm pretty sure this is like a big keg, right? So we showed that and put it into an email. Gets people aligned with the brand's visions and of course interested in having this impactful narrative and sharing that passion with the founder. Okay. Number 3, value proposition and product benefits. You can't just assume subscribers fully understand your product, especially in a niche market like cold water therapy, right? So what we did here was educating more on the benefits, and the best way we done this was to tie it in to real world outcomes. So Lumi Therapy's third email focuses heavily on specific benefits of cold water therapy, and we've done this by stating in these nice little boxes here an image backed up by each individual benefit, and we actually changed the color for this to make it more visually digestible and stand out. So you can see better sleep, clear mind, boosted energy, less anxiety. Nice, easy and visually digestible. You don't want to make it really long, you just want to sell the click, so give them enough information to understand the benefits, but you don't want to oversell it in the email, right? Number 4, social proof to build trust. And especially what we did was, because Lumi have actually got quite a lot of celebrity endorsements, we used these inside the emails. So we had Tommy Fury inside this email here. Want to feel like Tommy Fury? Obviously he's a big figure in the health and wellness space, he's a boxer. We actually wanted to show people how he uses this in his day-to-day life, and even used a review of Tommy as well. And also for number 5, what we've done is just highlight other testimonials from other customers. So other experiences customers might have had, for example, was this product's really helped me relieve anxiety and stress. If you're a consumer who's struggling with anxiety and stress, this product is going to obviously appeal to you, right? You're like, well, I've not tried this yet and I'm struggling with anxiety or whatever. Let's give it a go. It's worked for this guy, right? So having different testimonials from different angles and pain points that people have had, and of course your products solve their problems, go ahead and highlight that. Number 5, clear and engaging call to actions. Now, coming back to my point earlier, we're not just talking specifically here about the get code off, get 15% off or shop now. It's not just about the buttons, but it's actually just making sure every single email has one clear purpose. Okay, not going to go through that too much. We've just looked at these emails, but that's just one thing, one element that's crucial, not just for the welcome series, but every single flow that you do or every single email. Number 6, creating urgency without overwhelming the customer. So we didn't create any urgency until the final email. And we done this because we wanted to focus heavily on product benefits, story narrative, and really just give a lot of value before we try and push them a bit more aggressively to buy the product. So it wasn't until the last email in this email series that we actually said the 15% discount is about to expire. That was the last email, okay? So we use messaging like last chance or hurry, your Lumi discount is about to expire. Stuff like that is what you want to do at the very last email of that welcome series. So number 7, segmentation and personalization. An example strategy: if a subscriber hasn't engaged with the first few emails or hasn't made a purchase, you can send them a special re-engagement email or further incentivize with an additional offer. This is not what we've done for Lumi, but I thought this was crucial to put it in here because it's something that you can do for those who haven't already engaged with, of course, your first few emails. And for those who have made a purchase, what you want to do is just shift them into a post-purchase upsell, a post-purchase flow. So once they've actually purchased from the welcome series, you don't want to continue to sell them more welcome series emails. That's just one thing I had to include with this, okay? In summary, building a well-constructed welcome flow, such as we did for Lumi Therapy, does more than push a discount code, okay? So we really want to build relationships with the customer, educate them about your product's values, provide social proof to drive trust, and strategically time our emails as well so that we can incorporate strong storytelling and utilize visuals that align with our brand, okay? That's pretty much it. That's the welcome series to a T. How would you actually go ahead and build this in Klaviyo? So what I'm going to do now is just flick over to Klaviyo and show you exactly how we would go ahead and set up a welcome series. So it's very straightforward. This is the most simple way to do it. You don't want to overcomplicate things. Of course, your trigger is profiles who enter the flow when this happens. So you're literally just going to add your master list as the trigger, and profile filters is just literally going to be people who've placed an order 0 times since starting the flow. That's the trigger, okay? Then with the actual first email, you just want to make sure you've got all your subject lines, preview text all sorted nice and dandy. Of course, make sure everything's all good to go. The only thing I'm going to say that we found as like a mandatory timing is literally 1 day per time. That is all you need to know for the welcome series, literally 1 day per time, okay? And for context, this welcome series in the last 30 days has done, if I just pull this up now quickly. So yeah, this welcome series in the last 30 days has done $31,000. Really, really strong welcome series. Other thing to mention is just making sure you're split testing your welcome flow. You don't want to go ahead, build it, and then say, job finish, you know, we're good to go, don't need to do anything anymore. Make sure you're split testing subject lines, email timing as well. I did say 1 day is a good base, but you can split test this. Obviously, split test the content and angles inside your emails, and even go ahead and split test plain text versus design emails. A plain text email of a founder story outperformed a designed email, achieving a 10% higher click-through rate. That's just a fact. We usually say that when it comes to founder stories, doing it as a plain text does outperform the design-based emails, but of course, the one that I showed you here earlier that we done with Gavin, it was a bit of an anomaly because we wanted to show the image of the actual product from that starting journey point, okay? But that is pretty much everything you need to know about the welcome series. Of course, just go ahead, make sure you're keeping it really simple with the setup, make sure you're split testing your welcome flow, and don't just try and do transactional emails. You really do want to try and build a good, healthy, long-term relationship with your customer by adding value, showing social proof, and of course, just giving them as much details about your company as possible, including your product benefits, okay? So that's everything I have on creating a high converting Klaviyo welcome series for your e-commerce brand. Now, there's a lot to take in here, but I'm sure if you take some of these strategies that I've shown you today, you're going to see a huge uplift in your Klaviyo account. But if you want to find a team who can get you solidified results and want to work with a team of experts who do this night and day, just book in a call, link in description, and I will see you on the other side. Or you can just click on this video here, which is my full email marketing playbook, which gives you everything that you could possibly need from starting from A to Z when it comes to email marketing for your e-commerce brand. I'll see you on the other side.